This is Alaska, the largest state in the nation, with some of the most remote wilderness and extreme conditions in the world. From as far south as the Inside Passage to as far north as the Arctic Circle, Alaska state troopers protect the people and wildlife of the frontier state. Only 386 men and women patrol an area nearly 3 times the size of Texas. Here, unforgiving terrain mixed with big city crime make for a dangerous combination.
One thing that's a little bit different about our version of law enforcement is that when we go on patrol, when we contact people, we know a few things. We know that they will have guns, they will have knives, and they'll know how to use them.
This is Alaska. Everybody has a gun in their car because there's hunting year-round up here for different animals, different species. So I assume every car has a firearm in it or a weapon.
Licensed gun owners can legally carry a concealed weapon in Alaska. That's a danger to troopers, whether they are on highway patrol or on the game trail. And for wildlife troopers, enforcing game regulations is no walk in the park either.
You know, it would be easy to go out, fly to a kill site, look at it, go, yeah, something died here, and turn around and leave. We don't do that. You know, we go out, we dig into it. A lot of times these big game violations, they're maggot infested, they're extremely nasty. They'll gag the best of us.
But troopers don't have to patrol the wilderness to come in contact with Alaska's wildlife. Sometimes big game can be an occupational hazard.
As we come into different seasons in Alaska, we get more and more moose on the roadways. A large bull can be 1,200 pounds, and you hit that at 50 miles an hour, let alone if you hit it when you're responding to something at 80 to 100 miles an hour, fatalities can definitely occur.
In winter, roads in the towns can be covered in snow, and in much of Alaska, they're non-existent. So troopers use any means necessary to go where they're needed most. Snow machines, ATVs, boats, even helicopters and airplanes.
That's part of the danger that a lot of folks don't realize is just responding to what we do on a daily basis. Alaska leads the nation in aircraft accidents. We fly everywhere.
Whether they're on a search and rescue mission or investigating crime in the villages, troopers often patrol alone, and backup can be hours or even days away.
Some of our villages don't have any law enforcement presence in them at all. We're the only folks that respond. We're it.
While many native Alaskan villages have voted to ban alcohol, abuse is widespread, and it fuels violent crime in their communities.
Hey, Mr. Pebble, you been drinking today? I can smell you from here, okay?
Looks like you got a cut, or looks like your tooth came through the bottom. What was going on? Where were you at?
You know, alcohol is a huge problem out here. And that's why the state troopers in Alaska have a special team to do nothing but try and prevent drugs and alcohol from getting out to the village. It's just devastating.
I got drunk. I was drinking alcohol, and I hurted some people that I wasn't supposed to hurt.
What we do isn't like what you can see on cops, where they pigpile somebody and put them in handcuffs. I mean, we don't work that way here, and keeping a certain amount of fairness in any law enforcement is paramount. Out here, it takes on a whole new meaning, because it's not uncommon out here to have to arrest somebody one day, and then when they're out a day or 2 or 3 days later, go knock on their door and say, hey, I need help, my boat's stuck. If you do anything that makes me nervous, this is the warning. There will not be any in the future. I'll just take action, okay?
Everything works differently in Alaska, and no one knows that better than Alaska's best and bravest.
Hey, troopers!
I'm kind of an adventure seeker. Heck, I wouldn't be here if I didn't love it. Anybody who's interested in the state troopers better tighten up their seatbelts. It's certainly been a wild ride for us.